Is the wise soldier gonna give my 2 cents? First of all, praises to the Most High God of Israel, respect to our brothers and sisters of Israel. This is my 2 cents on that teacher who, spoke uh, who was anti vaccine. This is my take on it. This shows how even, we even, there's no free speech. Whether or not you're in a business or not, there's nothing called free speech, because either either things that are gonna happen is either A, you get fired, B, you gotta pay a fine, C, you're gonna get hated, or D, you're gonna get hit, or it's gonna lead to violence, or even more than that. um I am on the side of him being able to speak his mind. I think anyone should be able to speak their mind. You mainly based on context and how it's done. Mainly it's based on how it's done, on the environment. Sometimes things can be. I don't want things to be off topic. We gotta stay on topic. If we're talking about, for example, education, or we don't want to jump in and talk about health. Education can lead to health as well, but we don't want to jump to topic and talk about poverty. We don't want to talk about sports. We're gonna stick with education. And again, it's how it's said, and I don't know the full story and how it was said, but I agree with the teacher that these vaccines are only around to pretty much make us more sick, because the health industry is one of the most profitable industries in this world. Uh, Besides electronics, I think second is health. Health is probably second, maybe first. But nevertheless, I think that he's right. I think these anti-vaccines are basically more poison and will cause other health risks down the line. May not be right away, may not be short term. It could be a long term. Everyone's different. And I think we need more people speaking out against it. If we all have to take our hush and shut up about it, then people are not going to know what to avoid. People are not going to be educated. If we all hush, we're just not going to be educated. Speaking of educated, the educational system and the health system, and all these systems are all linked together, one way or form, because everything is governed by the same people at that top. The same people you don't see, you don't hear, is the ones doing everything, and everything is linked. And I know I just said something going off topic and this and that, but I'm staying on topic with this. Basically, you know this teacher is telling the students that vaccines are wrong, it's bad. And you know why do people, why would they care? Why would the educators or whatever care if he's speaking something about health? You gotta see, there's a link here. Like, it's the same people that own education, they also own the healthcare system. And you know either way, you're not safe, because all these systems are partners, and they all work together. They need education to dumb down people so they can get help. They need to misevaluate children and say they have autism or say they have ADHD, so they could then go to the health industry and pay for the medication, pay for therapy, pay for rehab, pay for all this, etc., etc., etc. It's all linked hand to hand. And I think he was wrongfully, whether or not, we sign contracts, etc. I think every man should have a right, every man or woman or child or whatever should have a right to, speak up about it, And I think everything depends on how it's said. It's not that it's said, it's always about how it's said. You can disagree with someone and still keep respect. But disagreeing with someone and just going, berserk and being disrespectful, it's just wrong. It's just, you know, it's wrong, because it doesn't really, do anything but make things worse. So again, all I'm saying is I agree with him, and I disagree with the way it was handled. And I think there should be a change that we should be allowed to speak our mind. It's how we should be teaching these children the truth of what's really going on in this world, what's going on in the healthcare system, and let them understand that they are not patients. The doctors, the doctors at top, the healthcare system at top, the ones that you don't see are the ones that want your children to be dumbed down. They want you to be sick. They don't see you as people. They see you as customers. Because all they want is your money. They want your money. And they will get it anyhow. They'll make you sick with the food. They'll make you sick with the air. They'll make you sick, playing sports. You get an injury. You got to go to the hospital. They will make you sick with the water, with the juice, with so much. That's how they operate. That's how they operate. They make you sick on purpose so you can go to the healthcare industry and pay these thousands of dollars in fines against them. So, yeah, this is the Wise Soldier and this little bit on that. Wise out.